The Beer Factor, big grand final.
Yeah.
I like this suit. It's Italian.
I think mine's a rental.
I wore this to the Logies.
I think the last bloke pissed in these.
It's a nice fit.
Just I hope he did. Otherwise, I'd be the first.
Over 5 massive weeks, Australia's best beer pioneers have been judged. This is the grand final edition of the Beer Factor. Coming up tonight, our top 5 beer inventors vie for the ultimate award in beer engineering. They get their final chance to win over our judges as we announce the 2012 winner of the Beer Factor.
Beer Factor, it's like the Logies of beer, but with less glamour, less celebrities and less beer, weirdly enough. But we're not here to drink beer, we're here to find the beer pioneer who's come up with the best beer invention created to enhance the beer drinking experience. The winner will take home $15,000 tonight, as determined by our judges of mixed quality. Helping us wade through all the entries has been award-winning designer, architect, inventor and innovator Sally Dominguez. Judge is a comedian whose only expertise is that he drank a beer once. And it was a light beer. It's Tommy Little. And tonight, joining us on the panel, our third umpire, or as I prefer to call him, our third wheel, Hans' #1 ideas man, Josh Gordry. So, Josh, you've seen the whole series, mainly from the audience. You must be excited about the grand final.
I'm very excited about the grand final, Tom.
Yeah.
The quality of the innovations over the last series has been absolutely top-notch.
I know there's been...
genuinely tingling inside.
Yeah, tingling inside. Maybe sparkling a little.
A little bit of sparkle too.
Frothing?
A little bit is tingle, a little bit is me under the desk. So.
It's been great seeing all the beer pioneers, but they don't just get $15,000. They also get the chance to win this.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look like someone's just taken to a netball trophy with a hacksaw?
Yeah, there's a bit of the Quidditch around the top for the Harry Potter fans. I like that too.
There was someone on there just lopped that off and wedged a warm beer in the middle of it. I mean...
Seems like for the prize we had a budget of $15,001 and they went... Let's give them 15 grand and a trophy, hey?
All right, so chance to win $15,000 and also that trophy. All right, well, OK, we've got 5 grand finalists. They're going to be slugging it out tonight to win $15,000 and become the toast of the nation. Our first beer pioneer prefers her beer with some nuts dangling at the bottom. Beer Factor grand finalist, Deanna Phelan.
What started me on this journey was seeing the ad for the Beer Factor. I literally saw how could you enhance the beer drinking experience, and straight away I thought, gosh, I wish I could have some nuts with my beer right now. When I saw the other inventions, I thought they were really amazing and completely far out and extremely innovative. I felt mine seemed quite simple. If I won, the best way I would spend the money is for travel. I obviously, as a flight attendant, love travel, so I would love to go on a holiday in Canada canoeing with killer whales.
Deanna Phelan and her nutcase. There you go. All right. Well, it's been a while since you've been on the show. Welcome back to the grand final.
Thank you, Tom.
Can you just give us a quick demonstration, remind everyone what your invention does?
Yep, it's a nut dispenser. You touch the bottom of your beer and simply twist, and you have nuts in your hands.
Simple as that. What do you think of that? OK, all right. Well, Josh, you haven't been on the panel yet. Any thoughts?
I reckon that's a very, very strong contender for the final. I mean, for me, it ticks a lot of the boxes. It's certainly practical.
Yep.
It's definitely relevant. Beer and nuts, that's a match made in heaven. And I reckon it's scalable too, so I reckon we could probably take this fun globally.
OK, thanks, Josh. Well, maybe Deanna might be winning the $15,000 tonight. We don't really know. Our next beer pioneer gets paranoid about his mates nicking his beer. Beer Factor grand finalist Luke Jeffrey.
What started me on the journey is probably a lot of spare time and probably not being quite right too. The biggest threat I thought was the turntable, but then the simplicity of the beer wrench was pretty good too. In my wildest dreams, I couldn't imagine making it to the final. How would I spend the 15K? Well, judging by what the kids gave me, I think they've already got it spent, but I'll wait until I get home and ask the Minister for Finance.
Luke Jeffrey and the Esky 2020. Here he is. G'day, Luke. Welcome back to the grand final. Now, just remind us what the Esky 2020 does.
Yeah, well, originally in 1995 it was called the Esky 2000, the Ultimate Beverage Protection, but
That's
when
right.
we got to the year 2000, bit of a drama, so yeah, now it's called the Esky 2020.
And it's armed, locked and loaded so people don't nick your beer. So if I tamper with it,
Yeah,
it's pretty good, yeah?
yeah, loud enough.
Yeah, very good. OK. Well, what do you think of that, Tommy?
But it's kind of like Pimp My Esky. It's tricked out. You've got screens, music, neon lights. Even if you don't win the money, we can take it out tonight and try and pick up chicks and say, baby, come chill with me in my Esky. It's awesome.
All right, thanks, Tommy, for your input. Now, coming up after the break, we'll meet our other 3 Beer Factor grand finalists who will win the $15,000 and become the toast of the nation.
Well, we're the Yeasty Boys, we love beer inventions, but now's not the time for honourable mentions, because someone's gonna win, it's the final chapter. Who will be the victor on the Beer Factor? Bring it, bring it, bring
That's one way to enjoy a beer, I suppose. I think he's trying to break the record for being the biggest idiot. Welcome back to the Beer Factor Grand Final. Our next beer pioneer seems to enjoy the sensation of being followed. Beer Factor Grand Finalist Hubert Novak.
I came up with an idea called the Beer Buddy, which is basically a follow me esky. I was up against the Ant Preventer and the semi-automatic beer dispenser. This is a really big step forward for me. It was surreal. It was really, honestly, genuinely surreal. I haven't entered this competition in for the money. To be able to present my idea again, probably the most rewarding experience for me.
Hubert Novak and his beer buddy. Hubert, come out here. Here he is. Welcome back, Hubert.
Thanks, Tom.
You're going for the loose, formal look?
I have, yes.
Yeah, OK, look at that.
Chilled out just a bit.
Just chilled out. All right, so remind everyone how the beer buddy works. Maybe you could do a lap.
Yeah, let's do that.
There you go. Oh, look at that, you love it. What do you think, audience? Oh, look at that, careful, don't do your victory lap early.
I'm not doing any victory laps.
We all know what happened to James Magnussen.
Yeah.
Just to point out to the people who maybe didn't see it the first time, in the back, that's where you keep the icy cold beers.
Yeah, correct. So in here is a whole bunch of ice and all your stubbies so that you can take all your mates' beers to the park. Yeah, it saves you going to and from a car all the time.
OK, all right. Well, Sally, do you reckon this one could win?
Oh, well, you know, what a lot of people might not realise is that Hubert designed that from scratch, so all the technology, the electronics and the actual vehicle itself. So, you know, it is just an amazing achievement to have been able to make that thing. And it looks awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
OK. Well, thanks, Sally. Our next beer pioneer gets very nervous and jumpy on midnight. Beer Factor grand finalist David Williams.
It cost me about $1,000. I actually got 8 of my mates. I wrote a little prospectus to say, put in some money, we'll all put in about $100 each, and then we'll build it, and then we can drink this beer. It's going to be fantastic. If I won the first prize, I'd take my daughters on a holiday. Oh, look, coming on a TV show like this, it just makes you feel really good to know that other people appreciate your idea, you know, your creativity.
David Williams and the Kegalizer. Let's get him out here. Good job. Welcome back, David. All right, remind everyone what the Kegalizer is.
It's a portable keg cooler.
Yep.
Takes the keg wherever you go, wherever you want the cold beer. This is the tool for you.
Yeah, and the good thing is the keg's inside, and so once you shut the lid and put the ice in, it's insulated. You never have to open it again.
It's good for up to a week easily.
Up to a week easily, all right. And that's the tap at the front.
Tap at the front.
Yeah, show everyone how it works.
Turn it on. turn it on, grab a glass, pour some cold beer.
Oh, you little beauty. Look at that.
Wrap the mix around that, Tom.
You know what makes me nervous, though, is I know that I get a feeling this prototype was made from a wheelie bin. Imagine if that was bin juice. Oh, that would be nasty, wouldn't it? But it would be cold bin juice.
Exactly. Very cold, Tom, very cold.
Very cold. All right, Josh, what do you make of the Kegalizer? Could this one take home the $15,000?
It could do, indeed. I love this innovation, and I reckon I'd love it even more if it stops people nicking kegs from the pub.
Thanks, Josh. And finally, it's our beer pioneer who's going to wrap this thing up with a thing that wraps things up.
I came up with my idea after I saw the Beer Factor ad on TV. The invention that I've made was a beer carton wrapping cooler. I was up against the spiller, which stacks the cans, and the iKeg Party Pack. When I was announced as a winner, I was pretty shocked because I had some stiff competition and was pretty relieved as well. If I am to win the $15,000, I'll spend some money of it on a car that I'm restoring at home. The best part of this experience is probably just it's so far away from my daily life, like spray painting cars and things like that. It's just completely different. It's a whole new experience that I'll probably won't forget.
Andrew Hammonds and his big carton wrapping cooler. Let's get him out here. Andrew. Welcome back. What a long week it's been for you, waiting for the grand final, hey?
It's been a long wait.
It's been a long wait. Remind everyone how this wrapper works that wraps things up.
Oh, basically, it's a cooler that wraps around your carton of beer, and it's freezable as well, so it keeps it colder for longer.
OK, we'll quickly show everyone how it works.
OK, so fold up the front.
Yep.
The Velcro tabs hold it all together.
Yep.
And then once it's together,
you
can open it up, and there's your beer.
Beer ready to go. Simple as that. Good job. Obviously, it's a prototype that you've made there. It could be branded, which could be, you know, good for whoever wants to pick it up. Tommy, do you reckon this one could win?
Yes. I did vote for this one last week, so I think it would be pretty flippant of me to sit here and go, actually, in that week, I've really gone off the idea completely. So, kick him out of the show. No, I think it's great. I would use it all the time.
Thanks, Tommy. Coming up after the break, we're going to announce the top 3 of our 5 grand finalists and draw this shit out like all those reality shows that I hate. That's next on the Beer Factor Grand Final Edition.
There's a pot or a pint or a schooner or a midi. It seems to be different in every other city. Why can't we just get along?